Hello, hello, happy Friday, and welcome back to the live desk. I'm Katie Byrd. You guys, it is beautiful outside and the Chiefs are on TV. I truly don't know how it could be a better Friday evening, and I know we're about to get some temperatures in the 70s next week, and it feels like the perfect preview to fall. I'm ready for it. Not sure about you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm giving you our top evening headlines ahead of the 10 p.m. newscast. So first up, one metro organization is encouraging proactive conversations at home amid school sex crime investigations this week. Our Ali Espinosa brings us more. Take a listen in.
Special, which is I think why it's so powerful for young kids.
While Legos may be a common favorite toy for children, Dr. Christina Jones and Lexi Wright of Kappa Care say it's a vessel in child therapy.
But really, because play is the language of children, play therapy is incredibly powerful.
The two say throughout their years helping kids and their parents, hearing about child sexual abuse never gets any easier, but say their role not only as therapists, but moms themselves, is to help educate and prevent.
You think about this conversation with little kids and then thinking about, how young is too young. There really isn't a too young for education.
Wright and Jones say the unfortunate reality is child sex crimes happen more often than people want to realize, noticing people don't want to talk about it at all. But Jones believes conversations,
they're like, well, what can I play with? And like, in the playroom, you can play with whatever you want,
is part of prevention.
Because as we as adults talk about it, then we're talking about it with our children. And we're saying, this is something that happens. We don't always understand why people do this, but it does happen and it's not okay.
The FBI needs the community's help in identifying other victims. Kappa Cares does offer free services to families all across the metro. They also offer services virtually and in Spanish. In Independence, Ali Espinosa, KCTV 5 News.
Well, next up, the school year is in full swing for many metro school districts, but some Kansas City educators are alarmed by falling literacy rates. Now, our anchor Sharon Chen brings you more.
The Pigeon series is one of the most. Don't let the pigeon stay up late. The Pigeon series is one of the most popular among kids, but recently it was found that most third graders here in Kansas City would have a hard time reading this book. It's a big problem facing our city, but one that I found out that doesn't just belong in the lap of educators.
Drink?
Milk.
At 7 years old, little Julian Munoz is drinking in every word.
The log.
The second grader at Crossroads Academy Charter School loves reading and learning about polar bears. But not so long ago, reading a story like this out loud to Dad Gabriel was a challenge.
It seemed like he couldn't quite understand the rhyme or reason to words and letters put together.
That EW says, ooh.
Julian isn't alone in his struggle.
About 80 students in our building right now.
Shannon Reesby is the literacy coach at Julian's school, where out of the 240 students, 33% need help with reading.
It's based on need. Where are they falling in our tests, and just making sure that we're getting every kid what they need.
And that need is great. Missouri state data shows only 23% of Kansas City district and charter third graders can read at grade level. That's 1 in 4, and statewide, it's at 43%.
Would you say we are at a crisis point?
Absolutely.
Dr. Robin Henderson is Chief Program Officer at School Smart KC. The nonprofit organization works with local school districts and charters to help boost reading performance.
That data actually represents a national trend where we are seeing students really struggling with reading.
According to the latest Nation's report card, reading scores among fourth graders in 2024 were lower than in 2022 and even lower compared to 2019. So So the question is, what is behind this literacy crisis?
I think we as educators across the nation went through a phase where we really weren't letting the science guide how we were doing instruction.
That is the science of reading. There are 5 components: phonemic awareness, phonics, vocabulary, fluency, and comprehension.
They are struggling. They're struggling in many components of reading. It breaks my heart. That's our future.
Heartbreaking, yes. But Dr. Henderson says what the struggle should serve as is a call for action.
This is not about pointing fingers of blame at schools. This is saying, how are we, Kansas City, going to step up?
In Kansas City, School Smart KC is stepping up in 40 elementary schools with programs like one-on-one tutoring.
I says, yeah. Good, now try it.
Helping to write a new chapter for improving literacy.
I like how you're working through that word.
And word by word, helping each child
Good, nice job.
to read at grade level.
He's improved. He's improved a lot, and he's kind of given us the confidence as parents that he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay, and he's going to read just fine.
And here's why it's so important to improve literacy rates. It's a key predictor of high school graduation, also lifelong outcomes. In fact, 70% of the incarcerated can't read above grade level. And Dr. Henderson says that's a direct correlation to literacy. In Kansas City, Sharon Chen, KCTV5 News.
So vital to raise awareness on literacy and just the importance on kids learning to read. Sharon, thank you so much for that report. Now, next up, police are looking for the person who shot at a Chiefs facility last year. It shadowed a window inside Coach Andy Reid's office. We gained new information just this week. Go ahead and take a listen in.
It's important to acknowledge that we obviously were well aware of this.
Chiefs President Mark Donovan says the team has ramped up security measures since a bullet flew through Reid's office window while the head coach worked past midnight May 4th of last year.
You've seen some of that physically. A lot of things you don't see, and there's a reason for that.
That incident was 15 months ago. Today, juxtaposed to the soundtrack of cheers and music at the team's annual kickoff luncheon, Donovan fielded questions about why the team chose to stay tight-lipped on this situation.
We sat with the experts on both the investigation side, as well as the communication side, as well as the safety side, and we decided this was the right path to take.
Donovan would not confirm reports the team has since installed bulletproof glass or how close that bullet got to Reid.
Andy and I have worked together for 20 plus years. So we've been through a lot. And when this happened, we sat down and went through the same system, same process, and got to the point of saying, okay, here's where we are. And he was completely on board with our process and what we were doing and how we were doing it.
You just heard from KCTV5 sports reporter Marlia Campbell. Now we're going to shift gears a little bit. We all know the Chiefs are playing yet another preseason game tonight, and the whole city is hyped, including local businesses, of course. Our reporter Ryan Hennessy went to some today to learn just how great the economic boom is this time of year. Take a listen in.
This is kind of our kickoff to visit, like we get busy again.
Oh, it's super important.
If it's a big game, we'll probably do 1,000 to 1,500 Chiefs cookies.
I guess one with a helmet.
Best Regards Bakery in Overland Park is used to selling out of red cookies. For some fans, they are a good luck charm.
Superstitions are profitable for us.
Go Chiefs!
They also plan to catch that next big moment from the game with the help of a 3D printer.
We can print up 4 different cookie cutters in less than 2 hours. So if we see something, we can make a design that's designed for that and have it the next day.
I would like this.
And if it's on a cookie, you'll likely also be able to buy the moment on a shirt.
They want unique items, and that's what we carry.
So we have some more Taylor love with your heart hands and your friendship bracelet.
Dollars spent at both Made in KC and KC Style House stay in KC because locals are behind the designs too.
We've got probably 50 different t-shirt makers in this building. So it's really exciting for the fans to get what they want.
This is the Arrowhead Red.
Over in the River Market, you'll find a special beer you can only purchase during this time of year. River Bluff's Arrowhead Red hits the tap when the Chiefs visit their headquarters in St. Joe for preseason.
Between both locations, almost 20,000 pints of that particular beer, which is like 80 barrels we're making throughout the season.
It really is never a bad day to be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Well, next up, some Metro residents' concern is growing after a vacant apartment building caught fire. Our Gabby Luma was in the area of 18th and Vine earlier today with more.
It's very frustrating.
John Micah owns 2 car repair shops next to the Park Parade Homes, which has several vacant units.
The homeless get in there and break in, and then they have fires and burn them up.
He says this has been a problem for a couple of years, but recently it's become worse.
They just keep putting them out and fencing them off. And
yeah, we've had several here in this complex over the summer months.
It was a case of deja vu Friday morning for KCFD Fire Chief Michael Hopkins as crews had to put out yet another fire at the complex.
This property's been basically vacant for several months. At multiple different times over the summer, we've had fires in these buildings, and again, unfortunately, this morning we're dealing with that again.
Hopkins says not only has this become a safety risk for the area, but also for his crew.
You live in an area where you've got a lot of vacant structures, abandoned buildings. Just keep an eye on them. If you see a lot of people coming in and out of them, report that to 311.
Back in March, the city passed a $300 million ordinance to revitalize the entire property. Take a look at these renderings. The city says this will become a mixed income neighborhood featuring over 1,000 affordable homes.
the eyesore is unbelievable.
In the meantime, Micah says he just wants to see something done as he's tired of watching firefighters put out another fire.
Either tear down or build it, or rebuild it. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Just one of the two would be great.
That was our reporter Grace Smith earlier today at 18th and Vine. Now next up, one organization in the Metro recently opened up their 100th location at a gas station. Our reporter Alex Love had a one-on-one conversation with them to learn just how vital it is and their work is for the community. Take a listen in.
Hey there everyone, Alex Love here with KCTV 5 News. I'm here at the Food Express store in Kansas City where Canby's Markets just opened up a new location. I'm joined now by Max Kaniger, their founder and CEO. Max, first off, thank you so much for your time. Tell me, what are we standing in front of and how crucial is this for this particular area?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here and helping share our story. So Canby's Markets is a nonprofit working to build a more equitable food system by turning food loss into access. And the way we make that access real is by placing these coolers inside wonderful stores all over the city. So there are wonderful business owners like Ahmed here who have been in business in the community for a long time, and we get to partner with them to make selling fresh food as easy and affordable as possible.
Yeah, it may be hard to see, but there's apples in here, oranges, we got limes, lemons, there's bananas right behind the cooler. Tell me what type of food we got here and how does it just make it unique to sell it out of a gas station corner store like this?
So we're trying to meet people where they are. We're trying to be in the places that people are shopping, and that is these gas stations and convenience stores. And so we wanted to bring a wide variety of fresh produce for everybody to shop with. We try and tailor it a little bit depending on which community we're in to make sure that what we stock is really culturally appropriate, but we've got, like you said, there's mangoes, there's apples, we've got watermelons, we've got some cabbage and lettuce, we've got potatoes back there. So we want people to be able to come in and supplement the rest of their shopping needs that Ahmed stocks here in his store with some good fresh items.
And are we in the middle of a food desert area right now? Why did you choose this Food Express gas station store in this location?
Yeah, we chose this place because there's not really any other great full-service grocery stores around. And so it can be really, really challenging if you live in this neighborhood, especially if you're relying on public transportation to get to a grocery store. And so why not support the small business owners that are here and help them make that really fresh, healthy food affordable and available?
Yeah, some may not realize, but Canby's Markets has been around since 2016. You guys have opened up your 100th location.
100.
Yeah, by placing this cooler inside the store. This marks their 100th location after being in business for almost a decade now. What is your guys' mission to or your goals going forward from here now that you've got 100 locations across Kansas City?
Well, this is just the first 100. Now we've got big dreams. So we are the only organization anywhere in the country that operates this kind of a partnership model with small corner and convenience stores, and we're hoping to continue to expand it here in the Kansas City metro area. So getting into KCK later this year, moving across the city, and hopefully creating a model that we can replicate in other cities across the country.
How often will you guys be here to restock the coolers and the fruit baskets? How does that system work?
So we're here 5 days a week. So we want to make sure that there is no difference shopping here at one of these stores. Shopping with us should be no different than shopping at a big grocery store. So we want the quality to be the same. We want the shelves to stay full, and we want the prices to stay really affordable.
Obviously, you guys are a nonprofit, therefore you rely on donations, volunteers to make this stuff happen. How could people, if anybody was watching tonight, get involved and help you guys grow more?
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. We cannot do this work without the help of volunteers and support from the community. So we need volunteer support 5 days a week in our warehouse. They can go to our website at canbysmarkets.org. So canbysmarkets.org and sign up to volunteer, or if you're not able to give time, any gift of money goes a long way, because we put it right back into these stores, making sure that the prices stay affordable. We have, I don't know if you can see here, but these are prices that we are committed to all the way through the end of the year at least. So we are making sure, even as prices are going up in stores all over the country, we are going to commit to these prices one way or another.
All right, Mr. Kaniger, best of luck to you. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Reporting in Kansas City, Alex Love, KCTV 5 News.
Affordability and availability, that is the mission of Canby's Markets, and they are certainly doing just that with these fresh fruit and vegetable fridges throughout the metro. Great interview, Alex. Well, next up, a new memorial at the University of Kansas is honoring students who sacrificed their lives in World War I. Our reporter Grace Smith gave us a look at this new memorial. Take a listen in.
These 130 people, they're just like you and me. They came here to learn, make memories, and live the ultimate college dream until they left to fight for our freedom and never made it back.
How could we commemorate and remember these students who perished in the First World War?
It was a daunting task at hand for Christopher Warren, the chief curator at the National World War I Museum and Memorial.
We wanted to create a memorial that would stand the test of time.
While there's 130 names that line panels outside the newly renovated David Booth Memorial Stadium, behind each name is a person, a story, and a Jayhawk who became officers, soldiers, nurses, and surgeons, and gave the ultimate sacrifice.
How do you encapsulate that in one memorial?
It took a massive collaboration between Warren researchers and history professors like Andrew Denning.
As students of history, we provided a lot of the background information and helped do some of the thinking about who we might spotlight in this.
There are 8 students whose stories are etched into the memorial. Of those is First Lieutenant Dr. William Fitzsimmons with the KU School of Medicine. He's believed to be the first U.S. officer killed in World War I.
It really, I think, helps us see the various kinds of people, the diversity of people who enlisted in this conflict, who saw it as something necessary to protect their own rights and freedoms, and who really made this ultimate sacrifice coming from our own community.
3,000 university faculty and students who left campus in 1917. But it's these 130 who never made it back and will always be remembered for their bravery.
I wanted students today, when they walk through this memorial, to read the names of their fellow students who never got to walk through the campanile. They never got to graduate from KU.
Realizing that because of them, we're able to live free and enjoy things like a Jayhawk football game.
So they could maybe pause, read those names, and just remember those who had gone before them and what they sacrificed.
There will be a special dedication for this memorial next Friday, the 29th. In Lawrence, Grace Smith, KCTV 5 News.
such a moving memorial and definitely something that students at the University of Kansas will truly never forget. Well, next up, yesterday was Drug Overdose Awareness Day, and one community in the metro was handing out free life-saving medications. Our reporter Ryan Hennessy brings us more.
The location of today's pass out of Narcan was largely a residential area, and that's an effort to meet the community where they live. But as we turn the camera, we find the Fairmount Community Center, but year-round, Narcan is also available inside City Hall. Narcan retails for a little over $40, but not today. It's free and rather simple to use.
All you have to do to use it is take this large end and put it into someone's nose and then push the button.
Narcan reverses the effects of an opioid or fentanyl overdose, and first responders want everyone to feel confident using it because
it has cut our call volume down regarding overdoses. It's easy to administer, and it saves lives. Absolutely 100%.
Independence Fire put Narcan on every vehicle 3 years ago, and they've seen progress. 30 fewer overdose calls this year compared to last.
Anybody who needs us, we're gonna step up to the plate.
Another factor, more people in the community are now carrying Narcan thanks to distribution events like this.
Over the last 3 years, we've given out over 1,000 boxes. Each box that we have has 2 doses.
And despite the dangers of purple fentanyl, a drug some fear may be immune to Narcan, first responders say its use should remain everyone's first step.
If it doesn't work, then we'll continue doing life-saving measures. If we need to start CPR, we'll follow those protocols and transport to the hospital as soon as possible.
Good news for people that missed today's event. The health department is planning 2 more tomorrow. The first will be at the Mid-Continent Library, North Independence Branch between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. and then the Super Walmart on Bulge Road between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. In Independence, Ryan Hennessy, KCTV5.
No, that is all we have if you are joining us on Facebook or YouTube, but don't fret, right after this break, we will be right back on KCTV5 Plus streaming. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you right back here soon.